You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
All right, so good afternoon and welcome to the program Liberty Sports, where they come to you live on Liberty Online Television, our Facebook page, YouTube, and all the other social media handles them where they get we from. Don't forget to say this show is powered by Orange, and may they bring to you this edition of the program named Mohamed Kamara. And as today on be Saturday, March 1st, that's why I welcome you inside this very special edition of the program Liberty Sports. And of course, today we get a lot more for discuss inside the program, as we can throw light on the effect of we national team, ranging from the national team winner Leon Stars, you know, the Shooting Stars, and all the teams them we don't represent Sierra Leone out of the country. You know, many a times we don't observe, say, of late, most of the matches them don't they play away from home. Matches that they were supposed for playing here, they play the matches in the other countries, you know, because of we not complete with national stadium still under rehabilitation. We can look at how this don't they affect the development of football, and also don't they affect the performance of teams then for the results, because we don't see that will happen severally. And recently we see happen to the Shooting Stars, wherein they play against their counterparts and be lost. Then inside the Eton leg again, where the match be supposed for playing here because we don't get stadium. The match be playing inside Liberia, and we see will be suffer a woeful defeat inside that particular match day. Well, we can discuss more on that, and same way so we will continue with the discussion like always. We can always bring to you updates on the Sierra Leone Premier League, the Europe Premier League, we carry on in the country. We bring to you the standings of teams in the league table, and also the fixtures of matches that we set for play over the weekend. Well, again, inside the program, we get a lot more for discuss as we go through light on Mohamed Kalon, as if you don't get appointment for server head coach for the national team Leon Stars, and we'll be seen on Velam recently. Well, it gets you know, a chance for carry on within duty as the head coach for the team for about 3 years, you know, as they were assessed within that 3 years, they if therefore add more time for them for continue for serve in that capacity there. Well, all this plus more set for you inside the program. Continue for stay with we. Yourself for the watch we, you can join the conversation by way you go send your comments to the comment section, and also drop a message on 074 200 545. Make your input, ask a question, as you know we will respond to them questions today. Well, with me at the studio, day with Petros Kata, when I sport journalist, instead of the also for Cam, help me, you know, discuss on some of the issues there where we get for bring to you inside this edition of the program. Don't forget to you can drop your comments in the comment section, or join me on 074 200 545. With that, I get the pleasure now to introduce my guest at the studio, Petros Kata. Good afternoon and welcome to Liberty Sports, and today don't be very first time for joining me at the platform.
Yeah, as you already said, this is my debut for the part of this wonderful platform, and once a good afternoon to all listeners in audio, and thanks for having me. So we can get a good mountain of discussions on within the happen presently now in local scene we're in Sierra Leone.
All right, in Petros Kata, a sport journalist, of course, they also today for can talk on a range of issues them we get to do with the development of sports in the country. Firstly, Petros, I want to follow we first look at, you know, we matches them, we suppose for the play at home now. We don't see Salon. In fact, it just don't feel like say Libya don't be with second home now because all we games then they play in Libya. You know, we know the implication we get, you know, in football. When you play at home, you get advantage. You can see at times team can go play away, you don't get the results. Yeah, but when you come home, you can able forget the results where the fans and stuff will be happy about. We stadium don't they for a very long time. You don't do on rehabilitation. Firstly, as a journalist, what do you make up of this rehabilitation? The period of time we don't take.
Yeah, as you already mentioned, this don't be the 3 years now where the stadium for at least it come into conclusion and fully complete because now this once as a Sierra Leonean, as a sport journalism where they follow the game for quite a long time. Fully we back us with a couple of matches and the way we play now with venue. We also say we find it more difficult whenever we play far away from home. As you already mentioned, we play now the Samuel Kedo Stadium, we don't be the second choice. Yes, of course, we all know what's in the happen because of we reach a kind of CAF and FIFA standard we come into that band. But very, very, very difficult as it stands now for we. Most of the matches and the way we don't play our witness now Liberia, and because of the 12 months we lost, where people can come the spectators. I witnessed the match we played in the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where we lost by 3 goals to 2. Now the Africa Cup qualifiers, and even to the Egyptian, the Pharaohs of Egypt, where we play now the World Cup qualifiers presently, where we get for go away next month to play them. We were defeated by 2 goals to 0. Now the Samuel so we don't say if Sierra Leone matches there for be play, if will be, you know, I'm not going to for defeat them, but if will be that kind of match, if will be an exciting match for spectators them out there, for at least they put on the kind of performance and motivate the guys then following which kind of level we want for which as a Sierra Leoneans then. So far so good. They don't end that way so many times, and we want to see the rehabilitation of the stadium now from the Chinese government and not from the government of Sierra Leone. We wonder why now it take long. Maybe now the kind of instructions where they want put surface now the place, you know, in terms of the pitch, we also see now a Olympic stadium. We not no artificial grass and a natural grass, and therefore give the seats them to all the stands them na the pavilion 21 stand, every stand get forget seats them for at least to avoid that kind of confrontation between people and where they can watch. This time you see to push you. So if everybody don't get in seats, pay in tickets, and also now stand 7 at the Sudan and stand 7 now 33 at the Sudan. If you say and no get no kind of confrontation, it make the Chinese government don't put all in place. But kind of for today say this now it's 3 years and up to now. We get to play a couple of matches and we still play far away from home. We don't say the government of Sierra Leone need for reach the national stadium main board with the workers in collaboration with the Chinese government for Sierra West this work come into an effective, because as it starts now, if you watch presently now the stadium, you know they see that kind of work presently where they go. We don't say the work don't stop for quite a long time.
Don't understand still,
yeah, and we are not happy as a sport journalist. We are not happy as a Sierra Leoneans. Therefore, at times we pay all far away from home. Okay, right now we play games far away from home. We get lost because just imagine say if now Sierra Leone begin for the play, the kind of income with the government for make, you know, the city council and even to the football associations, they will get some for pay the players them back as well. But we play far away from home. Let's say now we are playing for Liberia. I know so many matches and we will play at Liberia. We really get the kind of turnout we expect for guests now. The tickets that we expect for guests now. We really get them at all. We don't say see the government of Sierra Leone in collaboration with the Chinese government and the workers of the national stadium member need for go in place by all means for Sierra West this year, because we told say 2025 in April the stadium will become into that kind of effective. And now we did the match, the first of March, and next month will be the April. And we know they see that kind of an effective work where don't they taking place. Everybody knows say rehabilitation for building new one is different. Rehabilitation is very difficult for they make it come into effective than build new stadium. But a lot of people can say before they spend a huge amount of money for rehabilitation, why not go make new stadium for we country as well? Because we get plenty lands them. You go to the Songo, you go to the Fomail, you go to the Losha. We get people in the way at least they want offer for give so many lands them for we get that kind of stadium day and build that kind of facility for people out there. We go on for watch a couple of matches them way with the play assistance now. It's very challenging for them. At least we play all the matches them far away from home. We don't miss the 2026 Africa Cup of Nations because of
Right.
we are playing far away from home.
Qatar, of course, you know, we don't get dates them with the gise from now to so time the stadium go already. Then when that time they reach and postpone and back. Now they don't send we to April. This is March. Next month get for be April. In any way, you dey foresee for let that stadium then go get undone before April.
No, to be sincere, I want to tell we listeners them and the people with the match present on Facebook say this year the stadium not go complete because they get so many things they're waiting for put in place. And mind you want to talk about the stadium, we need to talk about the stadium itself, the pitch itself, the habilitation get for do with the swimming pool, the basketball court, the volleyball court, get for do with the hostel and all. So we not say like now the main focus is they go on presently on the stadium. Also they fail for work first at the stadium. They left the stadium main bowl, they work first now the swimming pool. Of course, swimming pool right now, assistance now, 80% don't come into an end. Whilst they don't shift their attention to the main bowl, we have faced 2026 or 2027. It will be ready and it will be prepared for assistance now. And also say this year, 2025, or the April when stipulated time within Gui, it will come into conclusion. No, we just forget a long time because already they don't put in place. So for me, for it come in a month's time, I face it very, very difficult. And mind you, the track where they use, they say not electronic track because of when they see so many situations where the previous main bowl be there, when some people now the athletics committee, then they use rope for getting the demarcation saying that this person come first. Okay. When you don't reach now the electronic side, and if you first don't step say that me come first, automatically you don't capture because now technology.
For
so yeah, for the third say this and me come first. So you know get no kind of all competition say me come first and me come second. So far so good with all the things in place equipment. I feel say for take a length of time for all the things they come in place. And the way they give the seats now the all 21 stand pavilion, the capacity get for reduce automatically. Of course, we all know that day. So then they get for make back the time, get for be a lengthened time for at least this year we will get this stadium. But 2026, 2027 automatically, if the government will rush the people, the workers, them in the Chinese government, I can tell you say the stadium will be done in 2 years' time. Rather than the 1 month we then go in April.
All right, thank you very much. Continue for do with me. In name now Petros Qatar, a sport journalist with with me now. So today for Can Talk on Radio officials, we get for do with the development of sports now the country. Don't forget to yourself with the watch week. You join the conversation to the comment section. And also send me a message on 074-200-545. Make your inputs, ask your question. Of course, we did also for answer to them questions today. Well, on the line now, we get Pali Sise. We now renowned sport journalist, of course, they don't come at this platform. And we will get on the line now for letting himself give intake with regards to the delay we don't do in terms of the stadium rehabilitation with the carry on at the country. Good afternoon and welcome to the program, Pali.
Good afternoon, listeners and viewers. Assalamu alaikum to Muslim brothers and sisters. Ramadan Mubarak to them all. You are not you. I know they get the line. I get this.
All right, let's ask you the question again. I say generally, as a sport journalist, what do you make up of the delay and we don't do in terms of the stadium rehabilitation project with the carry on? It don't take for a very long time now, about 3 years plus. Up to this time, the stadium not ready yet for less sporting activities carry on. We don't make now most of the home matches those supposed to play, they play them away from home inside Liberia.
Thank you, Ate. It's very audible now. Thank you very much for the question. I read Qatar, they do some analysis about the Sheikh Hassim Stadium. As he rightly says, yes, it is on the right. Sheikh Hassim Stadium no go be complete in the next 2 years from now when at the main bowl. Even the practice field no go complete until around June, July this year. Not of them hand over but for the completion. I made a visit to the Sheikh Stadium. Me and one journalist from 1981 to made for understand that if the stand for fixed at the practice field, they not permit. If they use that casting stand, we couple up and fix them up. The ship for take 3 months. Saying this March month, the ship they left from China come with the stand for can couple up. So taking March, April, May, June, authority make so you say that practice field not go down until June this year. The even the practice field, the track, the get a Tata track at all. So then go put the track where they see of itself. If they get a solid track, that's so they win a mark, then mark anything they want to do sports day. We done this if you get endanger the spam of the artificial turf, whose side then get they don't fix already. Then the stadium participate, as I tell you, in completion one go be very, very difficult. Then he cuts at the top of the basketball court, all those other facilities, because the Chinese be don't promise say they would make them get the practicing field, the hostels and the swimming pool by the end of last year. So now we not see that possible. All the swimming pool, if they dive inside, enough happen, they say pass we own government come and fix the diving pool. That diving pool also they don't do them, they left them, they're not able to do them at all. So the stadium a lot of stories. The NSA keep we in communicado, not they communicate to we. I talk to the people at the stadium, the Chinese all, they say the NSA that they get this problem and this. NSA now don't talk, say they will get a press conference for updates the media about this. But what they tell you now, say from an independent view or report that the stadium in Don Juan no go done this year ending at the practicing field, the swimming pool, and the hostels. According to the Chinese, they said they know done one part they hand over. They work for all over the perimeters of the stadium. When they done the main bowl, they done the practicing field, they done the hostels and the swimming pool. When they do all, they hand over everything together. But there is no way the Chinese then say they go hand over bit by bit of the stadium. So all that put some worries about we. So our hope of playing our home matches at the Sheikh Stevens Stadium, get for possible because we don't make for understand say the stadium in completion one not get for possible and that not go possible at all. So that are the latest development about the Sheikh Stevens Stadium.
From the analysis where you don't give it, you understand, for possible probably not able to get the knowledge as to how this arrangement stand like between the Chinese and that of the Sierra Leone government, the National Sports Authority, and that of the, the Ministry of Sports. As you know, somebody will get wealth of experience in terms of sports. I just want to get background as to what you understand about this contract or this arrangement between the Chinese and that of the Sierra Leone government. Is it that now just support the one for give on their own or they hire them for render the service?
Like a grant. You see, when they give a grant, they tell you say now we they do everything to our one time. The stadium they be done in 1977, they opened in 79. What the Chinese and say, they know me they miss that format or that structure ID. So the grant own like 40 million grant from the Chinese government. Now then they do everything what they do they hand over to the stadium. But what I made from the contract under the then Minister of Sports, Minister Ibrahim Yelenke, now that most of the things that they ask for now for the main bowl, it not be the part of that contract. One among them, now the plastic seats, who then say FIFA go only allow una stadium forget plastic seats. That concrete seats, they don't abolish them, not again. Initial plan of the stadium, where Yelenke be signed that contract day. Little did I know what Mikey say, it came as a surprise. For let we read and say the document and be don't present President B.O.B. travel go China. He talked to the Chinese government, to the president for convince him on this stadium. And made for example the document be then a Ministry of Foreign Affairs, whether Foreign Affairs or send go to China back or then still hold. These are all questions have to be answered by the NS. So for answer to the question, now the contract then be not be put Bokutin, what they ask for now. And also, if I would they oversee the stadium in construction one, when our Alice say, when I want to be directorate at the NSA, does say it don't meet, it don't write a lot of projects, so a lot of reports. But me, for example, the Chinese, they would see the Chinese they talk, and waiting the NSA side they talk, now two different things. But as I tell you earlier, I mean, for example, when the minister come up Cuba on Sunday, next week they try to get a press conference for lay the affairs of the public, because when they keep the public put the public quiet, not they get the news. So journalists they go beyond and report what say necessary. So as I talk to you now, the stadium in completion among the main bowl, it they beyond we own expectations in the next 1 or 2 years, maybe take 2027, just like how Professor Carter say from investigation will do at the stadium about a week ago.
We don't happen in terms of the stadium rehabilitation where they carry on. How you feel say this don't they affect the development of sports in the country, particularly we matches them who supposed for player we now with the play at home. What's the implication if you say this gets to the nation?
I think a lot, even for the NSA, when are there charged with the responsibility for monitor the stadium, because if they don't be done complete last year 2024, by now they put on the rent for the call and say they means they'll take a cabinet paper or cabinet position, they put on the public partnership, something, whatever. Whether they again people be say and say, you know, go fear to the public for putting in a public partnership privatization way. But what to make for understand that the NSA be don't get a different thinking that then go put a bidding. They ask who that the highest bidder will come and take the stadium. So we will rent and we rent at a cost recovery cost, but sports will be given priority than any other social activities. But little we know for understand say the stadium in arrangement quite different from what we would expect. So now the stadium put a lot of loss, not only to the NSA, even to the Football Association, creating about the national team for players at the Sheikh Stephen Stadium, block cost we a lot. Forget about we earning points home and away. What about the Football Association? Go pay use some of money for go use another country's in facility. You get for pay for the stadium space. The manpower we they get for due. We will cost something like $30,000 to $50,000 for any international match we host now other man in stadium. So all that then it cost damage to the Football Association. So the stadium as it is now, it don't create a lot of economic difficulties to the country as a whole.
Ways, not only the game they lost, but again, economically they affect we, because if team for can play in Salonia, it gets economical value where they add to the nation. Yeah, but now with the CC, all that they go to another country, and even we owe money, the taxpayers' money that they use them for rent other stadium, where at the end of the day, we don't even get the results where people they expect. Yeah, from your own point of view, assessing the Ministry of Sport, the National Sports Authority, with regards to this performance of how they don't handle the runnings of football, how you go on for assess them the level of seriousness?
The level of seriousness from which party? The Ministry of Sport, the NSA, or would I type of say? Yeah,
all right. Asif, with all this, when they happen, yeah, from your own point of view as a sport journalist, how you go on for assess the level of seriousness on the side of the Ministry of Sport and that of the National Sports Authority in terms of dealing with football and the runnings of football in the country?
Now the government me they blame squarely. You know why? Because we follow sports. You see, Sierra Leone, we always come with international best practice or international best standard. We have signed a lot of international treaty to other countries also for align with most things within then they do. So for we forget a stadium, nowhere in the world a club go only take that responsibility there for own a stadium like that. Recreational facility that the government responsibility. Looking at Italy, a big footballing nation, up to 80% or 90% of the stadium being owned by the council. Council go build a stadium, they rent them or they count a lease agreement, they list them to the club. Out of the 20 CIA club, which are the top flight football, now only 4 clubs own stadium on themselves. One among them, my own team, Juventus. But after they don't play a lot, now Stadio della Happy inside Turin, when they're there with Torino be the share that stadium. Now Juventus don't finally left that stadium something like 4 or 5 years ago. They don't build their own stadium on their own. San Siro owned by AC Milan. No, they used by AC Milan and Inter Milan, but owned by the council. Now AC Milan they try for complete their own stadium for left. Udinese get the stadium on their own. So most of the stadium owned by the council. Only if you don't reach a certain time, if not every 10 years, when they get a list fee when they pay to the council. In England, only the FA and the world, the only FA and the world owns stadium on themselves. When the English Football Association, when the Wembley Stadium. Even most of them stadium, then they in a partnership. And now we then say Everton don't left Merseyside, don't commodity that stadium that they play with Liverpool, don't move some distance, don't get a new stadium when an Olympic stadium. Even West Ham profit from a stadium they be used for the last Olympic game or England be host. So you don't see because they build at the area. So we find out say government now a responsibility for create recreational facilities. We'll talk about stadium, any South African whether it's about sport or other entertainment. So that's why I squarely blame on the government. Because the Sheikh Stephen Stadium, from the days of APC in 1979, we don't get no other way go compete to that stadium. It doesn't have a lot of government order pass for April forget two of its kind or three of its kind in this country, but you're unfortunate. So these are the reasons will make me they blame government because that they responsibility for make sure so get proper recreational facility, just like it happen to other countries. Where if it not be the government of its own or the central government, let us get the council for the camp and get anything and they put it on the rentage on a list agreement basis, all those things. So if it happen at countries that we develop pathway like Italy, why not we for happen for local government for camp help to the council for big stadium? Now the clubs they strain. Now we have 12 Premier League clubs who they play in a free tour. 2 days ago, I talked to the chairman of the Premier League board, Magistrate Geba. They tell me say he don't get 3 clubs there. We don't opt for take the game off the SLFA Academy for go join the others them now approved school. Why? Financial benefits. 2, the kind of turnout, not about the accessibility. He said that only 3 teams don't left now at the academy. When I with my first striker, Star Sports, all that, even Blackpool they contemplate self for shifts and game. Even some clubs at the academy that with my first striker, they don't decide say they will write the board, come the when they left Boya for let them push some of them games and push school like when a big game, I think they forget FC Cologne 1 or 2 weeks from now, they will decide to take FC Cologne game day. So all these they all say cost effective because you need to play football, you don't get economic benefit. The England to know they are the Manchester, the Liverpool now because of the kind of revenue they get from the stadium. So all this now a bad thing to the clubs and with the government able to create this recreation activity. So if we can look at for answer to question, yes, I put the blame on where they get the agency like the NSA and the Ministry of Sport, whether the professional board, whether the political head body for representing government.
We see on Wednesday they don't unveil with legend Mohamed Kalon, winner the newly appointed coach for the national team Leon Stars. Waiting at the fate we Sierra Leoneans forgets.
Well, for me, I go different from the general football populace because the expectation they high. Me, Mohamed Kalon, the guy and the job for me at the time this. Other man say be overdue. No, it not be overdue. You know, because man go get people like Italy some 3 or 4 years ago. If I come for camp coach national team direct. No. If you then graduate in school or in classmate in that graduation, that be Andrea Pirlo. When Andrea Pirlo graduate in that year, he go take up Juventus. Mohamed Kalon go all the way to America, go coach Pekin and whatever. So now he gets a test. Where he can't coach FC Cologne. I've never had a trial, never had a big test. FC Cologne in club, they're under control, they're under pressure, the coach I want do what he wants. But taking the national team now is working under full instruction and mandate. So for me, 1, at the right time, again, the appointment. 2, I'm not expecting much from Mohamed Kalon. Say, like, the expectation too high. Why? The reason being that if they can't take ethical impact notice from time Sierra Leone, we are struggling for get quality players. We don't get coaches who don't come and go do the only to beat. Kudos to them and congratulations to what they have done. But Mohamed Kalon, as it is now, get a huge tax ahead now for proof to the nation or in critics them what everything but So coaching Leon Stars, Mohamed Kalon is a very good job given to him at the right time, and would expect say he will come for make things better, but not can be sky whatever I probably will put and say for local expect him for do something miracle with the national team because at the same crop of players, it just happened that when the transfer window of January open, we get few Sierra Leoneans there who make some big moves, who make some important moves to a very important club. You understand? Like the Augustus Carbo moving from Italy to England, the championship. We see now Mustafa Bundo get playing time under a new coach. What the tell me there where wouldn't be different. So Mohamed Kalon self get players then where he don't they talk with like Indolo Mustafa from England, or we don't option over play game for Sierra Leone. He already expressed in dissatisfaction. What be they get? Kalon be decide for get a meeting or lunch with her in England with his parents and see how best able to convince him for the 3rd time for Cam. He just can't play 2 times. He refused not for Cam again. So these are all way when you look at. So for me, the expectation could be high from others. But for me as a journalist, I expect him to make Kalon go can try and fix things up. I'm going to begin judge him after them 4 matches here in the World Cup qualifying where they prepare for the Nations Cup 2027 qualifying. But for this match, 2 games we're going to play inside March 20, March 24, and also in September, I will begin make my judgment and see my expectation. But for now,
I think we go end and day. That's Pali Sise, a sport journalist, will be just to give intake with regards to the stadium rehabilitation project. We don't take some time now, don't delay. And also again, they talk about Mohamed Kalon appointments. You know, according to Rami, say a very good appointment for Mohamed Kalon, but you know they expect him for perform miracle at the moment until a play, you know, then 2 matches there we set for play inside next month. From there I cable for making for Liberty Online Television. Don't forget to send your comments in the comment section, ask your question, and also drop a message on 074 200 545. Stay with me. Now the studio I deal with Petros Kata, when I sport journalist today, also for talk on a range of issues. I come back to you, Kata. You from Pali. And he said don't give you intake assessments but the stadium rehabilitation. According to I think said subscribe to it, you see that the stadium would expect for come to completion inside 2020. But again, I want to move you a bit from the stadium rehabilitation where they carry on. Although from the side of Pali, ain't give a blame directly to the Ministry of Sports, the government. Say now they're not too they press for CC we get the facilities they more need, you know. And again, we don't see say you go to other countries them, you find out say the governments really they own football. Yeah, own football in the sense, even though they get a federation, but the way they own football. But then they ensure see them provide the recreational facilities, the stadium, and the sport zone them, you know, where sporting discipline them for the use for the do their activities them. But for Salon Naya, you don't notice say this one great stadium, all sporting discipline are they. You understand? Cool. Artists get launching on a day. You know, so all them things they don't affect the development of sports in the country. So how you go assess the National Sports Authority, the you know, the Ministry of Sports, and that of SLFA in terms of the football dealings in the country?
Yeah, as my own boss, when I party say carry mention about the infrastructures where don't they happen in the country. In terms of the government's perspective, you know, when you're talking about the government, we mentioned about the Ministry of Sports and National Sports Authority and the Football Association for Southwest Dentina will come into an effective for at least would use such kind of facility. Of course, he mentioned about the Italy, the AC Milan and the Inter Milan way be owned by the municipality. You know, we talk about municipality, the council, where the responsibility from the government's perspective. So if we, and then we for the at least implement in Sierra Leone, we find a more easier for we, as you mentioned, we also the stadium, we get some to the Kamadumbia and days when we go play in China, where they request from the Chinese government say, we forget stadium now country and they come and they give away the facility we want for the forget. And as it stands now from there and then they will not get such kind of stadium again in the country. So the government they try a lot, you know. This current and the past government they try a lot in terms of pouring money for we national team and football as well. But if we need to put more ears, you understand, and give more voices to the football association and to the sporting activity, because when we talk about the stadium, we not only limit out to football, only football and get the landscape in terms of hearing, but we get so many sporting disciplines that they take part now in the national stadium, you know, the badminton, the tennis, the volleyball, the basketball. All of a sudden, they all take part now the stadiums as well. We, I feel say, you know, for at least it come to innovation. It really get for ticket time. If in one stadium for get winner for football, we find it difficult. We also really rehabilitate the stadium, get for deal with all sectors, the football, the basketball, and the all we for take a long range of time. So with the appeal to the government, to the Ministry of Sports and National Sports Authority, for at least them back would give more years. Those were only for the poor money for the national team, poor money other sporting disciplines them. But at least they will come in board, Sierra will talk to the government of Sierra Leone to go through them for at least they will put more years in city council and the municipality for we get such kind of activities them and get for them get such kind of saying that the country for at least then think they are will be in place. Let them follow the international best practice and standard. We all know how we can happen at the international scene. So if anything that they happen in Sierra Leone as well, we get smooth running activity for the football association and all other sporting disciplines then we go and come in for at least we get the kind of a good situation in the country. So if the governments of Sierra Leone come in place in collaboration with the Ministry of Sport and National Sports Authority, I feel say it's very, very good and it will be a vibrant idea for at least their own stadiums in the country, and they will find it more easier for them to get the playing surface for the sporting discipline in the country.
All right, Kata, now we see concerns, don't they come from teams where they play in the Sierra Leone Football Academy field, let's say, then say one for the move now, then game to the east parts of the country. I don't know, it seems like Eastern people don't they win the attention of football.
Yeah, exactly. Even with the stadium they now Western, they still not Eastern man, the flop stadium. We can accept that they are Western man because they love football, they get a time for football, and they know what it takes. You know, we get the stadium, but we don't know the use of them. That way, the stadium, they far away from them, they know the use of them. So, and we can see so many matches where they play, who mention about one club, where they all the way dead west, you know, FC Cologne, where then presently, they back they get the own stadium. We will come into a very, very conclusion, where they shift the matches them from the western part, come back to the eastern part, because of, they want to take the team
To the people.
to the people of the eastern, because they're not only limited to western. We also say in western the team base, but if you only and solely the team in western, the spectators then for FC Cologne in eastern, then we're left out, you understand. So far so good. They made them shift all the matches to the eastern part for at least they see that kind of collaboration between the eastern and the western parts for the fan base be unite and come together. You want to see where they play, even where they play Victoria and Slipher, or even the debutant team at the Abacha City, we don't say they flop, you know, because of like a venue where people them we surround we like football, you know, the controller, the Wellington, all of the Okupa axis, that people with the leg football, and people them as well we like for keep time. So any matches the way they play, I will tell them for watch a match between Uluwa Football Club and Victoria and Slipher. I will tell you say if the matches only for playing SLFA, you know, you will come to people and we will go and watch the venue. But where you see that particular match between the two sides, the Uluwa Football Club and Victoria and Slipher, they get about huge amounts of spectators because of people them out there know the support the two team, but some like football, some like for watch a game, and some like for that kind of atmosphere for at least them back the part of the game. So if we teams them they shift their activities from the SLFA playing field go to their post school. For me, it's not a surprise for me, because at the end of the day, they back off for the benefits, and how they benefits, and so they go pay the technical team, the staff, and the players they mark as well.
Yeah, but Kata, one go say, you know, for Victoria, I will not get better playing field, and of course, we know the kind, you know, criteria where SLFA be don't set out. You know, that's all Premier League matches where they play now on artificial turf. Yeah, and for Victoria, I think we only get Apu School field, and that's of SLFA Academy. So if you all the teams then move the matches then from SLFA Academy, move on to the East, I don't know how the fixtures then go tally.
Yeah, it will be a very, very clustered one from the board and to the teams then. Yeah, but at the end of the day, back the teams then they look for the revenue, because as it stands now, teams that way they presently take part in the league, most of them they don't get the sponsorship. They don't get that kind of idea where without the game they can get that kind of revenue for pay them players and for pay the technical teams and back as well. So now it made it tell you say if the teams them they more fortunate, if you don't come to most of the revenues them, the authorities them like the Orange, like other coming in them, like the Petroleum, the NP, for at least then get a sponsorship wide range for the matches then go to come on full. I feel say they're going to find out more easier. But in that area the way you made mention, I feel say there's a lot of points for that, at least, you know, we get a kind of conjunction in terms of the venues and back as well. So far so good. At the end of the day, them back will look into the board, and the board will get that kind of years because the board get for watching to the fixtures. So after we they rise the board, they will get a meeting, and the waiting come out, maybe the good outcome of the meeting will be a final for them. If not, maybe they go still stand at the venue where they for at least maybe if the first round's done, second rounds, the board will consider them for at least they shift their matches from the SLFA playing field rather than they go to the approved. But it stands now, it will be a choking point for other teams the way presently they host their matches and they the approved playing field.
Continue for with me now the program in name na Petros Kata, a sport journalist today. So today for talk on sports na the Konski, and of course we look at the you know the Premier League clubs them and the interest on the show for the host the matches them na the eastern parts na Freetown Apu School field to be precise, and I almost want for move the matches them away from the SLFA Academy field. Most of the teams them will be done they use that venue they as the venue, you know, then self done the CC teams that we don't take Apu School for be the venue. They realize huge income, and football get for do its money, make them teams and they say don't they get concerns, they want for the use Apu School as a venue for the play their own matches them. You mentioned something very key, Kata. You talk about sponsorship. We don't be a very big concern inside the development of sports and the country. They find out say most of the Premier League clubs them, some club for even get one sponsor, yeah, it could be a very big problem. And most of the sponsors they then can get now that kind of sponsorship we not even able to afford much. Yeah, but they find out you get corporate houses in the country, plenty, many, but you know they see that they step in. I don't know if the teams them not they going for them, or na them deliberately they refuse not for stepping for sponsor. We they see teams in England, Spain, and other parts of the world. You know, one green team they get past how many sponsors? We watch the Jazz itself. They see so many sponsors them. You know, they not the team Jazzy. That they say they always step in for they ensure say they sponsor the development of sport because that one they say now another means for create employment for youths them. Not all man go sit down in office. Not all man go work in a company and day. But at least the one way talented in sports, then you all day for be, then side way, then say we will forget then your livelihood. So in that aspect, whose modalities them if you say, the Sierra Leone Football Association need for engage clubs them, show them, ways them on how for do them, how for engage, corporate houses them, for ensure them step in, for give them sponsorship way, go make them not go only they rely on that seed money, way can come up from the FA, because many a times you can see the seed money say they can give not enough. Most especially if you get matches then for go play at the provinces. It can be difficult thinking about hotel, transportation and the likes.
Yeah, I don't visit so many league board interviews them where they don't do. They don't sit down with so many clubs them and for Selbest this idea coming to effective. But I can tell you say the non-party ideas are 60%, 20% not going to work. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you let's say presently Unana Liberty wanna be sponsored by Orange. At the end of the day, Orange will be beneficial to on our online platform. Likewise, if you Orange pour money, it seems like all Edwardians Football Club or the Abacha City. If you do not get nothing from the team, and the sponsorship not going to continue. And I feel say the marketing departments, like the different teams, them they really need for step up. Like a team way, government must say, me a marketing man, now all Edwardian Football Club way, no nothing, and we not do the politics. Then they a business strategy. Now you write a letter to Orange, say Orange. One get a sponsorship from all the Football Club like this, when I sell out, when I brand them, for the people and way, maybe go to school or people and way, they support all the Football Club, go to use when I come in and go to use when I support them at the end of the day, when I back directly, will get the kind of benefits we when I want to get. So now they can strategy and they want to put in place for Selbest that kind of modality then they in place. But assistance now teams and they at the league way not get that kind of idea concept, forget the kind of sponsorship them where they need for rights to things them. Because at the end of the day, if I don't sponsor you, I don't know say at the end of the day, me will get this kind of percentage from one thing I don't get. If you are not get them automatically, I step back. And then they will on the face in place for quite a long time. And the media department and the marketing department, for them teams and way, then the teams clubs in the Sierra Premier League, they need to get a symposium, they need to get a tuition, and they need to get a classes on how you go market your brand for Selbest, more sponsorship than they in place. Of course, we get so many corporate houses and where they love football. But if you don't meet me, I will come for sponsor you. Yeah. And when you write a letter to me, and when you meet me, I will show you together. If me meet you, I feel like I force myself to you. You don't go value me. So if you write a letter to me, you come, you meet me purposely, I give that kind of attention. Yeah, I go put my resources on you, and at the end of the day, I go benefit. My company go benefit in terms of the media perspective. My company go benefit in terms of selling the brand of me, of my institution, my corporate house this way a day.
So Kata, you look at and say most of them teams there, them PR wing, no know how to approach them corporate houses there, and in return because now business, If any corporate house they decide for sponsor you in return, then say one for realize something. So then say need for create a platform wherein the company will go sponsor them for able to realize something in return. So the partnership will work.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't really say so. The media department and the marketing departments are the different clubs and the league, and I feel saying that in way they forget a symposium, something like a class like play, and at least they know the kind of area. Because I know guess a coming in when I betting coming in, when I market coming in at the sports of Abacha City, at the end of the day I know they get that kind of money where I want to get and return. Most of the teams that way like the grafting coming in with the sponsor president FC Cologne, they know what they get from the Cavaliers. Yeah, any spectators then where they come now post school venue for watch FC Cologne team. Maybe you go see the old the grafting packets water or the grafting and bottle water for at least they sponsor the brand of the company itself. And mind if I don't purchase this one for 5,000 directly, it will go to the company and me as FC Cologne supporter, I don't pay back to the team and I don't pay back to the company where they advertise my club. So far so good. All measures are there for put in place and for Selbest team they are coming to effective. East Lions, they get another sponsorship way maybe from AYV and maybe from other sporting companies. So if we need the support all Edwardian Football Club, and not say this team we are the support, we need a sponsorship from Orange, then I can write a letter, then we Selbest will come into that kind of partnership at the end of the day, if we don't say like 60-40%, we don't know. If we don't say like 50-50%, we don't know. Because at the end of the day, Orange back one for be a beneficial from the sponsorship way that they get directly from the Ole Roda Football Club. So as it stands now, the media marketing departments from different clubs, them now the 18 teams them where they presently now the League Premier League need for do better and need for pile more pressure for CLBS. They're going to stay more away from their seed money. As you mentioned, right now the league don't start, and before the league starts, we see the league board be issue out 100 million olios to teams in. And mind you, we don't play 11 matches at the league. If you watch now some clubs there, they go tell yourself now maybe now 1 or 2 million don't left at their account because of they don't play a wide range, go to the provinces, go play matches, go to different venue them, and they go for pay staff, they go for pay technical, they go for buy bid, they go for buy cone. If you don't use all the money in the day without a sponsorship, I tell you say team then go on at loss. Last year campaign we see a team like the Kaula Queens and Kaula again just will be in a Kenema. They become fixtures against Mr. Lions because of the bankrupt. They don't even pull money from Kenema, come to SLFA for come on a future. And a big slap to the league, a very big slap to the board, and a very big slap to Sierra Leone as well. So if they all understand they don't they in place, and for CLBS, more sponsorship done the day wide. And right now, the side where they so last year campaign, and all districts like Kenema, for time say they don't get sponsorship for Kenema, it's a very much pity. So far so good. We really need to do more for CLBS to put so many things in place in order with teams that will go bankrupt, and we're not going to depend from the seed money what they get from the government or from the Ministry of Sport or other the football associations as well. So this message will go clearly to all the teams them, the marketing department from the teams there for at least coming in the second phase of the league, for them to do more letters them, do more inquiries them from different corporate houses for CLBS and get more incomes in board for that they will sustain the league in this year campaign.
All right, Petros Kata, continue for the with me now the program. The program we still watch in case you just join we. The program at Liberty Sports and it comes to you live on Liberty Online Television. Now with Facebook page, YouTube and all the other social media handles them where they get we from. And don't forget say this show the powered by Orange, may they bring to you this edition. My name is Mohamed Kamara. And you can ask a question to the comment section and also send me messages 074 200 545. Make your inputs on the program. We still look at the the effects of we matches them where we supposed to play at home, where we're not able to play at home currently because of the stadium still lay under rehabilitation. We make now most of our matches that we play inside Liberia. We look at how this don't they affect the nation in terms of economy, because whenever they go rent stadium away from home, you get for pay a huge amount of money for rent the stadium, and also the fans turn out to be poor because the matches away supposed for play now, so the people away for go and go watch that game, you know go compare and so the people away probably go there inside Liberia, or the one who come on out for go inside Liberia for go support Salone whenever they play game. So this don't they affect the country in diverse ways. And remember, most of them money then they way, the government of Salone Kigi, for let a team go on fixtures now any international competition, get for do it money way now the taxpayers' money. So everybody concerned. We all keep one for know, we keep curious for know how their money they use them and waiting at the benefits in return what they get. If government they puts money, one of the benefits what they expect, one are for give you the results. And so if the game they play now, so the one and if they do business game will benefit out of that very match day. Yeah, because of the people that they go to the venue for go watch the game. So the stadium projects don't delay for a very long time. We urge the Ministry of Sports together with the National Sports Authority NSA for ensure say they're able to facilitate and engage, the Chinese them within charge of that project. They then try for fast track, let the stadium then get undone. Yeah, because it can be so trending, where your team don't go out, you go play. Then at the end of the day, they expect you inside the return leg now, you're able to cancel things around. Because of the game they play at home, the players are able to get the support where they're supposed to get, where they need. At the end of the day, they can end up for lost their matches. And we see happen with the Sierra Queens, in the competition where they play recently. They don't knock them out by 5-2, where they lost against Benin. With that, it'll be a very disappointing one. Where we say the first leg will not be see that kind of goal margin, they will not be concede much of goals. Yeah, where if only they also the game for play, definitely some of you believe say, there is every possibility for let the team before able to turn out that result today. But there is no way the game play away from home, so the guys they don't be able to withstand the pressure. Then we lost the match again by 5-2, where they knock them out of the competition. Now for bringing you again, Qatar. Now we look at the Premier League matches them we carry on at the country, the Europe Premier League, and of course inside this weekend we get tough fixtures them. We get for play Loa get for play East Lions na put school today at 6 o'clock. Then we go see by Boy Warriors they play Slifa na put Loco Field. All Edwardians then say go play Abacha City at 6 na SLFA Academy. Bo Rangers then say set for play Wilberforce Striker na the Southern Arena. You know, so we get tough fixtures them we set for play inside this weekend. But generally I want first for like you view how you assess the league we don't carry on at the country, the Europe Premier League.
Yeah, I just want to give a big congratulations to the board for Celsius to get a smooth and a good atmosphere league where they carry on presently now Sierra Leone 2024-2025 Europe Premier League, and a big congratulations to Leo. We done the sponsor of the league twice now in a row for Celsius to create more employment for players and for other people who do not get that kind of job facility. Of course, as you made mention in the previous one, we talk about the creation of job employment, so everybody go come sit in our offices, we get a lot of people way directly, then they get benefits from any league matches them way they play presently in the country. So far so good. One give big congratulations to the sponsor for this year campaign, the Europe Premier League, and to the teams them we don't participate now this year campaign. The teams them one big part of this year campaign, the fact that 4 teams are relegating this season. We don't make say the league again will be very tough in this year campaign. So far so good. We're into match week 11, and we don't see so many outstanding teams we don't put in place. And for the Bantam Football Club, we in the first position. Of course, we all see the good and marathon performance we they put on yesterday. They playing at the SLFA Secretariat playing field, and they win by 2-0 against the new debutant team at the Star Sports Academy. We don't tell you see the pace and the energy we come out of the league from the last season to this season, they carry on. And the aim of the team was where they represent Sierra Leone in either the CAF Champions League or the Confederation Preliminary Round stage where they happen this year. So far so good. The league done the day in place. One big thing that the league and the fact that you don't know who that go win this year campaign.
Okay.
Like for the previous one, we see Bo Rangers where it remains 10 matches now the league before end. We don't see Bo Rangers for win this league. And we see the smaller teams, they beat the bigger teams. Why quite the bigger teams, they beat the smaller teams. Why I made a mention of this? We see Freetown City Football Club. They played their first match against the defending champion Bo Rangers, where Bo become far away from home. They come to Freetown and they lost by 2-1. Star Sports Academy back. We take 3 points against Bo Rangers Football Club. So most of the teams that win are the smaller teams where we not rank into that top-notch level. It defeats the bigger teams that we don't tell you see. The league is very much open. FC Kalon can beat this. Tomorrow we'll see the loss to Star Sports Academy. We'll see Bo Rangers beat this. Tomorrow we'll see the loss to Abacha City. We don't tell you see it's open now, and teams them they very much prepare. 4 teams are relegating. No one they know one for relegate, and as it stands now, it's very open. It's too early for say whether go win the league or whether go relegate. But when you play, we determine at the end of the day, will make you secure on this year campaign.
By Boy Warriors, we are one of the struggling sides. Them, you know, we've been on against a difficult time. We see them be, then coach be resign. You know, he cites some family issues. Them, you know, where a lot of people really look at and say that because of the team in poor performance, he decide for taking exits. And we see a lot of places which, you know, Coach Zappa. You know, Coach Zappa get for take on Slifa today, Montoya Slifa.
Yeah, and it's a testing mark and test case for him. Ever since he left the technical department for the Lyon Stars, Lyon Football Associations, and the national team, he don't come back. And Kozapa, one kind of experienced coach, we don't coach so many football clubs now the country. A coach will be coach and Monster, he comes to Cambo Eagles, Freetown City FC, all the Dorians and East Lions. And the Bible will make the 5 teams sign up presently where he don't coach now the league. And today he get a testing mark against the side known as the Freetonian Slifa, and they are playing at the new Port Loco playing field. We see of course in the last week the good performance where them put on, defeating the struggle Sisters Boys by 4-1. We don't tell you see that match today. I've been the first encounter where they win at the league out of 10 matches them where they don't play. And the main and objective for this year and this week campaign, I was Celsius for Zappa get the first victory where they want to get for put them side away from a relegation zone. Me and you don't go see a team like a Port Loco Warriors relegate. You know, it will find very difficult for them. Now, they need the fans they want to do, and I need the team they want to do. Now, make them come with an experienced coach. When I Francis Zappa, we don't coach so many football clubs them. Now, the country for Celsius to go rescue them out of a relegation zone. So far so good. They are playing at the new protocol playing field against Freetonia and Slifa, and for me it's a battle for supremacy, and they did not battle. I will class a match as a 50-50 encounter. Likewise, Freetonia and Slifa again don't struggle forget the kind of results we don't forget. So at the end of the day, Oda get forget the victory, go deserve in that particular fixtures.
Bantal FC will now be the runners-up in the Den League. You know, the Leo Premier League where Bo Rangers be win. We see them set up step up farm, and a lot of people refer to them now as the lowly at the top, you know, team because you know, looking at the standings currently and then points where they get a total of 25 points after they don't play 11 games. You know, FC Cologne, the second. Whilst Bo Rangers will not be the winner, when are the defending champions, we see Bo Rangers then sit all the way 5th in the league table. So I think again for be a very tough one.
Yeah.
You go foresee Bo Rangers for come and clinch again the trophy for the 3rd time in a row.
Yeah, as I made mention in my statement, very, very early now for CC Oda go win the league. As it stands now, 11 matches, week 11. Some teams that don't play 10, while Banter don't play yesterday win an 11 match. And I feel say yes, then they are the top and they're still there in that kind of progression there for Southwest. They take home this year campaign. Whilst Bo Rangers are playing another team within form, winning about 4 strikers, and we want to see Bo Rangers, most of the strategy they can play in the Southern Arena and they lose a match, you know. And I feel saying a match for them with all 3 points today, now the Southern Arena for Southwest, them back stepping into this year campaign. Waiting not affect Bo Rangers for quite a long time now this year campaign. The fact that waiting they play for last season up to now and they don't even receive it.
Yeah.
Because I can't work for a situation to win a Liberty, they know they pay me and you expect for put that kind of enthusiasm there, that kind of efforts there for work. So all I'm saying, they know they motivate the boys them, the management them for put more seriousness in this year campaign. And you make a say they know they get that kind of post stats away because from home they do well at home. But when they come away in the features them, we just say they get them, they defeat them away. They want for defeat. And so far so good. Time very, very much early, 11 matches. We will see teams that will come on board for win this year campaign. But I'm not going to say it's in a Bo Rangers go win them, neither say it's in a Bantam or FC Cologne go win them. Anything we deserve for win this year campaign, I feel say very, very deserve them. As match 11 not start yesterday, the team very, very open. Out of 11, we will play 34 matches and very, very much open for teams that way for coming board for Southwest they win this year campaign. But as it stands now, big congratulations to Bantam Football Club and technical team. We don't put that kind of effort there, put that kind of enthusiasm there for at least they stay in that top-notch level there in the 2 Premier League matches where they don't play. For the previous one, then they in the runners up, they don't go to the CAF Confederation, then come again, then Southwest this time around. They lead the team into a force. They don't play 11 matches and they don't win 7, they go 4. Don't lost no matches, so we don't say like a big start for them as a football club.
All right, you know, you mentioned something very important. We can do with the star prize. We Bo Rangers up to this time, we receive it, and Bantalona the runners-up team. You know, for me, now also I know say the Sierra Leone Football Association gets a role for play in that one day because if Una their points, you know, the representative they go on the league board. Definitely, if they're not able to produce the star prize money and the runners-up, I think the Sierra Leone Football Association now then need for do the needful for ensure certain teams and they get the money because Bo Rangers decides where they withdraw until we get to forget before we continue with the league. Yeah. So I think say all learning a strategy for kill the game. Because if you Bo Rangers, that way you look the star prize in Salon football. Even if they give you wait till you win, you know, commensurate to what you spend throughout the league. Because your transportation and everything, you know they sum up to that amount there. You know, they way off that amount there. So I think say Sierra Leone Football Association, you not just need for left the issue between Bo Rangers and that of the previous board. They need for step up because they appoint the people where they on the board.
True. We almost say motivation is very, very count, you know, because at the end of the day, what you play for, if you deserve them, I feel say it's very, very good for you and as a football club, you know. We almost say the star prize for last season campaign, I mean 500 million Olympians and the runners up will get 300 million from the Bantam Football Club. So if you're not getting money then they, I feel say Bo Rangers Football Club way and the defending champion gets a whole right for take the league into CAF, you know.
Yeah, sure.
But, and they don't do them because we don't get that kind of peace and a wonderful atmosphere that the league will make them a step back. But as it stands now, they still take part in the league. So you see, then waiting the one for doing for portray the image of Sierra Leone in a good way, not in a bad way for at least the Southwest. And the league itself and the football situation we don't say we say then will step in for Southwest, then will pay that kind of money there when
but it don't take it don't take some time now. Yeah, even the FA Cup we play.
Yeah.
Up to this time they get to whom or say Bo Rangers not receive it that money there.
Yeah. And the media department from the Football Association will tell you, Boinja will receive the 100 million Lions for the FA Cup where they win against Easter Lions. Of course, Nana Humo, and you don't get to also say, do not receive a bit. I say, yes, of course, then it might be true because and we don't see so many things that will happen. Even though we always plus them when we go play into the CHAN competitions, up to now, do not receive the money. So you see, the FA don't tied with so many money them and so many monetary issues them waiting for distribute and they release them back where they will represent Sierra Leone at the Sierra Queens at the qualifiers we just take part we don't knock out up to now again they don't receive the money net. Under 17 back not receive the money net. So all I'm saying they don't be jump out and choke from the FA. So if the FA for the release such kind of money little by little and I say it's very very good for them and massive for them. But as it stands now they get a big goal for players you mentioned for at least they give the runners up money and to defending champion when at the Boinja Football Club. If not, an officer the boys then go motivated for this year campaign.
All right, a name now Petros Kata video with me at the studio for can discuss about the issues them we don't they happen within the football sector in the country, and of course we will discuss about the appointment of Mohamed Kalon. What the people for expect from Mohamed Kalon inside the 2 matches them with their head of farm. And same way so we look at the Lions, we don't happen so far now the stadium rehabilitation project with the carry on in the country and also the Leo Rock Premier League, where they carry on in the country is the weekend fixtures them we set for play inside the Leo Rock Premier League. Well, now we go end the program for today. In case you missed part of the entire program, you go join me again hopefully on Saturday for another edition of the program Liberty Sport. Well, on behalf of me, producer Princess Pias, may bring to you this edition of the program. My name is Mohamed Kamad. Till we meet again on Saturday, I want to wish you a sporting weekend. Goodbye.
Orange Maxit, the super app where bring comfort and control now you on. With Orange Maxit, do all your transaction and fast and safe. Whether not for send money to family, party or workmates, this transfer quick. You want recharge, buy top up and data in just few seconds. Get daily, weekly and monthly package them with just one tap. Stay in control with quick balance check and instantly manage your finances well. Whether now you top up, data or transaction history once all day in one place. If you mistake, no worry, you fit reverse them instantly. Visit the marketplace now Maxit and buy the latest in them, tickets to the biggest events them and even play games. All this day now you on. Do all your transaction them easy. Pay merchants, pay bills, transfer money from bank to wallets and cash out all now one app with safe. Easy. Search Maxit now Google Play and iOS App Store. Download, install and then register with your number and password. Open Maxit and see how it is simplify your life. Download Maxit today and get comfort now your fingertips.